This will not be a long version of Lakers talk, but again, I think it's very important when you see a result like tonight against the Pelicans. Now, they did score 56 points in the first half. So, you know, even if the Lakers lose against the Pelicans, that 56 is big because goalkeeper LeBron James is going to improve to 5-6 in the NBA Finals in his career. So even when the Lakers do lose games like tonight, you see little cues like 56 points at the half for New Orleans. Give these guys some slack. Back to backs, it's not easy. The NBA in season cup, the incentives are there. $500,000. You're coming off of a hard fought game against a very talented San Antonio Spurs team. These guys are afforded a night to where they can just take the night off. I think the Lakers is going to take the night off. Now, if LeBron James says he does want to play every game, maybe they don't take any game off. But knowing how the Lakers are, they do take games off. So again, people are going to make excuses. They're going to say they only beat the Spurs by 5 points. They only beat the Grizzlies without J.A. Morant. Or you only beat the Raptors. You only beat the 76ers without Joel Embiid. When the Lakers play the Utah Jazz, they're going to say, oh, you only beat the Utah Jazz. So people are ready to give the somewhat easy schedule as an excuse against the Lakers' victories this year. And then they're going to pinpoint to the Pistons game. Oh, you lost to the Pistons! But Lakers did beat some good teams. They beat the Suns. They beat the Kings. So again, this is a very, very, very long season. And tonight, really, what I'm looking at is Boston. It's the NBA Finals against Boston. We have a king in the NBA. We have the king of basketball. King of basketball, go to LeBron James. He's the king of basketball. So again, 85 is a very big number for basketball. Stephen Curry has 4 rings, and his name is exact gematria as basketball. So if the Lakers are 8-5, then that's okay. It's weird because the 13th game they lose for the 5th time, and that mirrors the gematria of Kobe Bean Bryant. So I like how the 5th loss occurred in the 13th game. And of course, when the Lakers do win the title, it's their 13th title based at Los Angeles. They've been runner up 5 times. So that's basically the takeaways from the Pelicans game. And I did tell you guys before the Spurs game that they're likely to lose one of the next 2 games. So regardless if they beat the Spurs or if they lose against San Antonio and beat the Pelicans, they were going to be 8-5. The Pels is gematria 85. So as things stand right now, the Lakers are going to fall to 8-5. I think Pels by itself is gematria 25. So it kind of looked like they're going to win 5 straight games, but I guess not. But the Lakers are still the underdog. It doesn't matter if they avoid the play-in. It's very doable to avoid the play-in, assuming everything works out just fine. Assuming everybody stays healthy, they can avoid the play-in by finishing 5th or 6th in the conference. There is an avenue to embark on the magical Mamba style title, and it doesn't have to involve the play-in by any means. The play-in is still possible because, again, we don't know if injuries are going to happen to this team, but I back LeBron and Anthony Davis to play the vast majority of the games like they did last year. And again, the Lakers are only going to get stronger because Jared Vanderbilt's going to return. So the Lakers are not even they don't even have their best perimeter defender out there. So, the Thunder, the Warriors, the loser Phoenix Suns, the Denver Nuggets, and, The Timberwolves are within striking distance. They're 7-6. If the Lakers are 8-5, then the Timberwolves are in striking distance. And the Grizzlies, they've been without J.A. Morant. I mean, look at this conference. It's super duper tough. If you let up at any moment in time, like the Dallas Mavericks, the way that Luka Doncic fell asleep on defense, that's going to cost you. It literally knocked them all the way down to 12th place. So these games matter. It's not the end of the world, of course. I think the most probable finish is 5th or 6th. It won't surprise me if they do finish in the play-in, but you're looking at a probable 5th to 6th place finish for the LA Lakers with a much improved performance, and everybody just simply stays healthy, and you beat every team once. They beat the loser Phoenix Suns. They won 3 times against the Thunder. They're going to beat the Thunder. They're going to beat the Warriors. Will they win on Christmas? I don't know. We'll check that out. They always win against the Rockets. They'll find a way to beat the Nuggets in the regular season. The Lakers already beat the Timberwolves. They beat the Kings. They beat the Spurs. So the Lakers are going to go around and beat every team in the conference. And the Lakers are going to absolutely be ready to get the balls rolling come April, May, and June. Again, the continuity. We have some injured players coming back. Lakers are looking great. Even the Pelicans are a much better team than what their record is. This is super deep. This is the wild, wild west. So be ready for this. There are a lot of teams out there that are going to be much better. The Rockets are making a case they much better. They beat the Clippers twice. The Warriors had to beat the Rockets in overtime. They beat the Mavericks. So Houston Rockets are a team that got a lot better this year. There are no easy games in the Western Conference. Losers Suns obviously look like top dog when Kevin Durant's on the floor. But their only loss with Kevin Durant occurred against the Lakers because they started 8-1 and Kevin Durant got hurt. In the loser Suns, their only loss was against the Lakers. So, yeah, I know the Lakers going to beat their ass. At some point, we see Goki LeBron against Kevin Durant. Loser Suns and Lakers this year. Probably this year. It'd be much interesting. Which team with the new coach is going to advance? That's what makes loser Suns against Lakers very compelling. But if you don't have the memory of a goldfish, you just easily forget even 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. I'm not going to forget about 2021. So, of course, when the Lakers play the loser Suns, they ain't got no chance of losing against Phoenix twice. Goki LeBron's going to beat them because Kobe said he hated the Phoenix Suns. He hated the Phoenix Suns. This was the team that he hated the most out west because the loser Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni, they handed Kobe the most eliminations in his NBA career. So that's why Kobe hates the loser Phoenix Suns. I don't think the Warriors will play the Lakers ever again. It seemed like it was over a couple of years ago. It seems like the Warriors will find a way to lose to a good team. Of course, with the way that the Mavericks are playing, they may not even make it back to the conference finals. Maybe they play the Lakers in the first round. So Lakers, the one team the Lakers do have to play against in the playoffs outside of the Celtics is the Denver Nuggets. No matter the avenue, they will play Denver at one point. The Lakers will play Denver, and they will beat the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. Whether it be the first round, the second round, the conference finals, regardless of which round they face Denver, they're gonna beat Denver. So let me say this: Goki LeBron has made it to how many conference finals? Was he like 11-2 in the conference finals or something? What's his record in the conference finals? 11-2. So he'll improve to 12-2. 12-2 is Camacho San Francisco. I'm just saying. 12 would be Camacho Tatum. His 12th win in the conference finals up against Jason Tatum in the NBA finals. All right, let's see how the Lakers are doing against. If they fall to 8-5, what are we looking at here? I think the Jazz is Camacho of 96. Are they going to be 9-6 before they face off against Denver? The Jazz is Camacho of 96. So if they're 8-5, do they lose against the Magic? I don't think they're losing against Utah. I mean, Orlando's a much better team than Utah. It was all an 81 ritual for Darvin Ham. Didn't he get fired 81 days before his birthday? Didn't the statue get unveiled 81 days after the Lakers got eliminated against the Denver Nuggets? Wasn't the statue unveiled 81 days before the season opener? So Lakers probably start 8-0 at home and they fall to 8-1 at home and they lose against Denver. So yeah, if the Lakers start 8-0 at home and they beat the Jazz in the Magic, they'll lose against Denver. Their first home loss will be against Denver if they beat the Jazz in the Magic. The Jazz, they certainly should be. Again, Kobe Bean Bryant is 81, and so the Lakers are gonna start 8-0 at home, and they'll lose against the Denver Nuggets. So I think we see another 81 ritual associated with the Nuggets, because don't forget, the Nuggets went 8-1 in the playoffs against Darvin Ham. For some reason, we see 81 linked with the Lakers in the Denver Nuggets because the state of Colorado is where Kobe had the rape allegations. So it may have something to do with the prior rape allegations of Kobe, sexual assault allegations in 2003. That's the number one thing that comes into mind when I think about this Kobe Bean Bryant 81 ritual with the Lakers and the Nuggets from the playoffs to Darvin Ham's firing 81 days for his birthday. So I think Lakers win their first 8 home games and they will probably lose against Denver. Hopefully they do beat the Magic. Hopefully they do. I have no doubts that they should be able to beat the Utah Jazz. But hey, Magic are a pretty good team, so who knows what happens. But they're 1-6 away. The Lakers are coming back, I see. Hopefully they'll beat the Pelicans. Let's go Lakers. Could the Magic beat the loser Phoenix Suns without Kevin Durant? Because they look like a completely different team without Kevin Durant. They're also without Grayson Allen against the Thunder. They could hardly score any points. Teams have been doubling Devin Booker. So do the loser Phoenix Suns beat the Orlando Magic, or can the Magic win one there? Let's go, boys. Let's bring it home tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Man, Brian Kelly sucks. What a garbage fight that was. I can't believe anyone would watch that fight. Wrestling and boxing is just so obviously scripted. I mean, it's faker than the NBA and the NFL. It's like, wow. I don't think I feel sorry for anyone who watched the fight because these guys already got paid regardless if they turned it up or not. I didn't watch that fight. Anthony Davis is something else. Isn't he averaging 30 points? This guy's a beast. This guy could be MVP of the NBA. I don't know. He could be MVP. Who else is going to be MVP? You lose this guy, you lose a big piece of production. 31 points per game, Anthony Davis. He's averaging 31 points per game, and Disney's Camacho 31. So Anthony Davis averaging 31 points. Lakers' first title since Disney World. So that's when I think about Anthony Davis, 31.1 points per game. It's the Lakers' first title since the win at Disney World, is how I look at it. Now, GOAT King LeBron James, obviously, his scoring fluctuates on a night to night basis. But so far, he's averaging 23.5 points per game. So he's averaging close to 24 points per game. And 24, obviously, is a big Kobe number. Kobe was number 24, and LeBron is averaging 24 points per game. So, I mean, they're averaging just a little bit over 54 points per game. And 54 is the big Kobe Bean Bryant Camacho because Kobe Bean Bryant's Camacho 54. And we move on to the next one. Teams take games off. For example, when you look at the Celtics losing against the Raptors. So teams certainly do take games off. I don't think the Lakers are taking the game off tonight. Hopefully they put together something solid and come away with the victory.